again to the latest action from the Trans Am Series for 2019, presented by Pirelli, as we turn our attention here at Watkins Glen to the SGT class. The grid looks like this: Aaron Pearce in pole position, then CINDI Lux alongside, Adrian Wolotowski and Brian Kleeman on row 2, Mark Bowden and Tom Herb on row 3. Rolling start as always, and it was the 26 from pole, Chevrolet Corvette of Aaron Pearce, away well ahead of CINDI Lux in the Dodge Viper in second place. Wolotowski and Kleeman would follow behind, Mark Bowden just behind them. Good clean start for SGT here at Watkins Glen. Championship leader Mark Bowden in the number 5 991 Porsche started 5th and maintained 5th at the start. LEUENBERGER in the number 35 making a move here on the Full-Line Motorsports Porsche of Tom Herb and almost getting past Brian Kleeman's Ford, but settles through the chicanes, bouncing across the curbs. Good positive start from LEUENBERGER in the Dodge Viper, but that's not how it would end. Mark Bowden, meanwhile, going in pursuit of the Ford Mustang of Wolotowski. CINDI Lux with problems. Lux pulling over. Bad luck at Road America. She didn't even get a start there, and now Mechanical Gremlins having started on the front row. Finally, Bowden catching up with Wolotowski in the Ford Mustang, side by side through the right-hander, and Wolotowski holding his own at his home race. Meanwhile, LEUENBERGER, another move, this time on the Ford Mustang of Chris Utson, and nicely done. Big power for LEUENBERGER and the Dodge Viper in a straight line. Meanwhile, Aaron Pearce in the Fissers Industry Corvette extending his lead in the 26 at the front. Meanwhile, LEUENBERGER had the close attention of Tom Herb as he, in the 4-line car, comes on the inside on his way to 3rd overall. Nicely done. So up goes Tom Herb. Meanwhile, Bowden in 2nd place and on his way to an overall 2nd place. LEUENBERGER through the right-hander, and then a little bit wide, and that's all it took, and bang, into the barriers went DIRK LEUENBERGER, a nasty incident, and that was the end of his hopes of a race finish. Out come the yellows, Francis Jr. leading the TA class, and at the restart, Ernie Francis Jr. led them across the strip for TA, and in SGT, once again, it was Aaron Pearce and the Corvette just ahead of Mark Bowden, and as hard as Bowden pushed, and he did push a little too hard sometimes, he couldn't catch Aaron Pearce, who took the checkered flag at Watkins Glen for an excellent win, his first of the season. Bowden 2nd, and Tom Herb in 3rd place. Then it was the Ford Mustangs of Adrian Wolotowski and Brian Kleeman. So, brilliant weekend for Trans Am, a great weekend for SGT, and a superb weekend for Aaron Pearce, his first win. We'll see you next time out at VIR.